No, we doing it right now. Well, no, look. We live.
Oh, we
What
live?
up? We live.
Bro, we live?
We live.
Oh my God, we live in effect.
Live and in full effect. What's going on, my brother? You know, it feels like an eternity since I've been on here, man. I've been missing everybody. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Bro, when you're busy, you're busy.
Man, you ain't never lied, man. Life has been keeping me plenty. And when I say plenty, I mean like plenty busy. I'm not complaining too much, but I do miss y'all, man. I miss being on here.
Bro, we miss you, bro. Like, for real, man. I'm glad you back. And we got to let the entire chat know, like, we always on the grind. 365, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's never going to stop when we come to this grind, man. And couple questions for you, bro. Like,
ain't that the truth?
You've heard, you know, there's debates about MJ, right? Like saying, oh, MJ not the same guy, right? He wasn't the same guy when he went to the Wizards. Then there was debates about you know, do you kind of consider, like, even though this isn't it, the Cool Gray Nines a OG? No, it's not. We talked about so many different things about when MJ left the game. So I want to present to you in the chat a live reaction video, and let's talk about Jordan himself, the sneakers, how he impacted the game when he left, he came back. There's so much, because there's so much false information and narrative that people be like, oh, well, Jordan, he wasn't nothing when he went with the Wizards. Oh, my God. Right. My God. What's your thoughts, bro?
Man, so you're right. What up? Thanks for
what up, Dominique Perez? ¿Qué lo que?
What up? Yeah, man. I mean, there are a few different takes, you know, that I have heard, Jay, of people saying that it's not an OG if he wasn't on the Bulls. You know what I mean? There are some Sig in the.
What up, Sig?
Sig in the bill. What up, Sig? So yeah, there are so quite a few different takes. I am interested to follow and watch this documentary, so we can get some feedback, and I'm interested to see how you feel about it. Whenever you're ready, man, you can share the screen and we can.
So I'm gonna share the screen now. Let me know.
I mean, there are definitely some hot kicks, you know, that have been released while MJ was on the Wizards as well. So I am intrigued. Man. Shout out to
does this look weird? Can you see?
Let me.
I want to make sure. Okay, so everybody should be able to see this, right? And then I can also. Yeah. Everybody should be able to see this, right?
And let's see how the sound is as well.
In the pantheon of sports legends, few names resonate quite like Michael Jordan.
Those 2 three-peats that Jordan has, those are hard to compare anything to.
None of us ever saw.
Is it good?
That sounds good right there.
Perfect.
It does.
Let's get to it.
Hey, yo, Leo, chill with the spamming, Leo, chill. We see it. Chill. All right, good, bro.
Dang.
Rob T in the build. What up? Jason C in the build. What up,
Jason in the build. Salute to everybody.
John
John in the build.
Man, I miss all of y'all, man. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Ooh-wee.
Man, look, I miss y'all.
Dang, Leo, what's going on, Leo?
He's spamming. Leo spamming, man. I'm gonna go ahead and kick him. I didn't want to, but
yeah. Hey, let's get to it, man. Let's get to this Jordan joint, man.
Yeah.
What he was going to do, and we thought he was going to be great.
In his final game with the Bulls, Chicago trailed with less than a minute remaining.
Brings them to within 1. Michael Jordan with 45 points.
6 NBA Finals MVPs without ever allowing a Game 7.
Here comes Chicago. 17 seconds.
Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player I've ever seen. Better than LeBron, better than Kobe, better than
MJ cemented his place as the greatest to ever do it.
Chicago with the lead. The Chicago Bulls have won their 6th NBA championship, and it's their 2nd three-peat.
His send-off was historic.
was without a doubt the greatest basketball player of all time, and he still is.
The story of Air Jordan was complete. But not quite.
Is it really ending for Michael Jordan? I mean, I can't believe it. We've covered his entire career here at ESPN.
After saying goodbye to the Bulls, MJ moved into an ownership position with the Washington Wizards. The expectation was
Now we talked about this before on the live, and I told everybody how Michael Jordan was pretty much like trying to like be an owner, right? With the Wizards. And everybody just dismissed him, saying like Mike was just absolute trash. But I do want to say this to you, Mr. Think, like before we start this off, like I know you recall this because a lot of us in this live right now, we've seen what Jordan did. Is it true that Jordan retired and came back?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So the Bulls won, and they won that second three-peat, right? But then it was like they broke the team up, y'all. If y'all recall, they broke the team up, and Jordan like, y'all breaking the team up. This is stupid. We're champions. Why can't we defend our title?
Right.
Let's keep watching. Can you guys see the stream?
Oh, hold up. All right, should be good.
Okay, cool.
helped the Wizards turn around their fortunes with his deep knowledge of the game.
MJ can't be pleased with his squad's performance.
The problem was the Wizards sucked. Even with MJ in the front office, the Wizards were a last-place team, winning under 20 games.
The San Antonio Spurs have won their first NBA championship.
During this time, new faces emerged in the NBA. Young guns filling the vacuum left by MJ's departure.
They have made their mark as the NBA's new breed. Sometimes brash, always talented. And some have had the magic touch when it comes to championships.
After 3 years away from the game, MJ started practicing with the Bulls.
When was the last time you were in this building?
It was a retirement. It's been a while. I haven't been here since.
How'd it feel out there? How much of your game you still got left?
Half court and I'm wore out. There's the good thing about it, he wore out more than I am.
There's no chance. Ever.
What up, Ryan? Salute, Brody.
None at all. I mean, today was just
appreciate everybody in the live.
Sweat. See some of the guys.
When I left the game in '98, I was, pretty sure that I wouldn't come back to the game. 99.9% sure.
He reiterated that he was 99.9% certain he was never returning.
Who would have ever thought that 99.9% would have come to fruition in this way?
Well, there's a reason why I didn't say 100%, and you never know.
In April of 1999 of this year, Michael Jordan said he was 99.9% sure he wasn't coming back, and apparently that 0.1% was all that really mattered.
But soon, he was practicing with the Wizards, and his return seemed inevitable.
This afternoon, the obvious became reality. Michael Jordan is back.
Back then, it was a 2-word press release. I'm back. This time, 11 words. I am returning as a player to the game I love.
Let's go. We about to
To begin his third NBA career this fall.
Speculation has ended. Rumors confirmed. The greatest player of all time is back, and he's wearing a Wizards uniform.
Announcing via fax that he was returning to the game, MJ sent the basketball world into a media frenzy.
Michael Jordan makes it official and says he is indeed coming back to the game he loves.
This is not a team that's going to win right away, and I think Michael is well aware of that. His objective is going to be to make them better, and his presence alone will do that.
Video began emerging of MJ.
So, chat and Mr. Think, do you think Jordan really came back to make the Wizards great again, or to make them great?
You know, I would say that is kind of like a two-part question for me because, you know, truth be told, I think playing with Jordan, playing with Kobe, playing with certain players is automatically going to elevate your game. You've heard of that saying, like iron sharpens iron. So there's a part of me that do believe that no matter what team you stick him on, he will force other players to step their game up.
So Jason said no to train them up. And I'm gonna tell you guys my perspective. And there's no right or wrong answer. Jordan went back to play for the Wizards for ticket sales. See, the Wizards weren't selling out. Michael Jordan, y'all remember, he was in the front office. They were not selling tickets. They were the worst team in the NBA. I believe Jordan came back because, again, working in the front office to sell tickets.
That makes sense. And it's a smart move. It makes a lot of sense, actually. BMW, what up? Let's I'm gonna let you answer this real quick. Jay, what's up, guys? Got a quick question of the day. Would MJ have won all those titles without Pippen?
BMW strategy, that is one hell of a question, bro. I will say this. Jordan would have won titles without Pippen, but I do not believe Jordan would have won all of those titles without Pippen. But
who else would he have had without him? I guess that would be the question.
I mean, I still think he would have been successful with Dennis Rodman. I still believe, even if Dennis Rodman was not a scorer, because of his rebounding, his defense, his hustle, I believe it. Jason said, but Jordan was always challenging himself. And that's facts, bro. That's facts. That's facts.
Yeah, no, for sure.
That's facts. All right. You got anything else, Mr. Think?
We'll come back to it. Let's keep it rocking. Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Jay in practice, working with the younger players, coaching them up. The eyes of the sporting world turned to the lowly Wizards.
I think the thing that's always drawn a lot of us to Michael is his willingness to take chances and to lay a lot on the line. I mean, he's done it several times before, and I think it's great for the game.
With his return set, anticipation was sky high.
Sellout crowds for preseason games. That hasn't happened since Kenny played. They watched as MJ knocked off the rust of a 3-year layoff beginning on October 11th.
Well, you would have thought it was circa 1991. Michael Jordan coming to a sold-out palace to go to work. But no, it's 10 years later as MJ making his return to the NBA. And moments ago, he walked on the court for the first time, ending a 3-year retirement. About as close as MJ has ever gotten to a standing ovation here in Auburn Hills. But indeed, the curiosity seekers are here in mass tonight to watch the return of Michael Jordan.
From North Carolina, number 23, Michael Jordan.
Fans would get their first look at the GOAT, Michael Jordan, wearing a Wizards jersey in a sold-out preseason matchup.
Sold out.
Wise, and he said, yeah, MJ looked pretty darn good. He says that when I guard him tonight, I swear I'm not going to go for that convincing pump fake. We shall see.
3 years in the making. The greatest to ever do it was back.
Stand on the heart. Drive, blocked away by Jordan. How quick was that right hand, huh?
The pump fake became a lethal weapon for MJ during his Wizards return.
Guarded again by Corliss Williamson. Pump fake. As convincing as he wants it to be. And Jordan, apropos, gets the first points of this ballgame.
The return of his airness had electrified the NBA fan base.
This is how he got open, just moving without the basketball, posting up. Here's the pump fake. First step to get off the shot. He He's got 4. Already the pump fake. Wallace Williamson just a little bit off balance. Jordan with the fade.
One last chance to witness the greatest of all time.
He's been out of the game for a few years, yes, but he was the greatest player of all time.
Preseason provided a small sample of what.
Pause. Did y'all not see what he had on his feet? Mandy Pandy in the build.
Mandy Pandy, what up? What up?
So, did y'all not see what Jordan had on his feet? Y'all saw those threes, right?
Threes all day.
Now, remember, Jordan left the game for 3 years. Started off with a block and 2 shots back-to-back buckets.
Yep.
And this is a preseason game.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know you said you had something to say, Mr. Thing. You said, hold on for a second. So,
yeah. So, ironically, no lie, Jason C kind of read my mind because peep this. That's why I was like, I can wait. Because kind of going back to that question that BMW asked, Jason C said, would Scotty been Scotty without Mike? And that's kind of where I was going with when I said iron sharpens iron. You know what I mean? So that's what makes that question so good because, you know, you might beg to differ. Well, if Scotty wouldn't have played with Mike, would Scotty have really been Scottie Pippen as we know him?
I mean, honestly,
it's a great mystery question, to be honest with you.
Right. Like, I do feel like Mike and Scotty, I'm not going to say need, but I'm going to say it. They needed each other, right? They complimented each other.
It was a great compliment. That's a great word. It was a great compliment, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sam Ray in the bill, he said the 16s, 17s, and 18s are super underrated.
Sam Ray, what's up, man? I miss you, brother. What's good with you?
Sam Ray in the bill, man.
What up? What up?
Just remember, y'all saw those threes Jordan had on during preseason. Y'all saw it, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, you ready to get back to it?
Yeah.
38-year-old MJ would be capable of.
I believe coming back now, he will still be somewhere in the top 10.
Why did we have a feeling that this is going to be a big night for Michael Jordan, that these fans are in for a treat tonight? He has been looking forward to playing in front of the Washington fans.
If you sit and just watch Wizards Jordan and see how incredible he was from 38 to 40 years old, the way he scored the ball, the way he was able to create his shots.
Here's Jordan. Yes.
How simple he just made the game. It's just playing off jab steps, pump fakes.
MJ's game was a nightmare for defenders.
Here's Jordan drawing the foul. Toss. The basket counts, and Jordan to the line as he's
I used to watch every bit of Wizards Jordan because it was like, if he doing this at this age, let me figure out how to master it and these things that he's doing.
In his third preseason game back, Jordan dropped 41 points. The performance proved MJ could still score with the best in the world.
Jordan, yes, and it counts. And we're beginning to see a familiar scene here. Michael Jordan has the crowd on its feet. He has caught fire.
He wasn't athletic like he was, but still being able to, finish over guys. It was so incredible because it was such a master of art.
Jordan with the Van Horn with the shot clock running down. Jordan on the loose ball, and suddenly the Wizards more aggressive on the defensive. A 16-3 run, just under 6 remaining in the third. 13 of his 28 here in the third. Jordan again! A 3 for Jordan! It's a 2-point game! Guy just wants to make the NBA roster, so leave him alone.
But a theme would emerge.
Yes, and it counts. A foul on Jefferson. A splendid evening. The Nets defeat the Wizards 102-95 despite the exploits of Michael Jordan. 41 points in 33 minutes.
You see, the Wizards weren't a good roster.
I don't think he'll like the losing. I think he'll hate that, but I think he will love to see a younger player improve his basketball playing abilities and become a winner because of Michael Jordan's effect on him.
He wants to win. Michael Jordan is used to winning. He has no personnel around him right now.
He does want to win, but he's realistic, and he knows that he's not going to win very many games.
Symbolically, boom, nothing better for this city. Here at the Garden, we will find out if a 38-year-old is ready to come back. We'll also see if that 22 points per game that Jordan averaged during the preseason, fourth best in the league, we'll see if that holds up.
Kicking off the season in New York, all eyes were on Madison Square Garden. Jordan had a career full of highlights against the Knicks. But that was then.
I don't think he'll ever be back, quite frankly, not to the level that he was once at, but he is MJ, and even at 80%, I think he can easily average 20 to 25 points in this league.
And guard from North Carolina, number 23, Michael Jordan.
Appreciate it, Sam Ray. Smash that like button, y'all. Let's
38 years old. The world wondered what MJ could still do.
The try, Michael Jordan inside. Michael Jordan takes it inside for his first two.
That's how the Wizards are using Michael. He's playing Jackson. He's leaving him to go and help one of other people, and Darren Jackson are making him take the shot.
I know that he's not going to win a championship.
Jordan for two. And now he's got four.
But let's just watch it and see what happens.
Jordan again brings it down. Steals it inside. He's hit two in a row.
Michael shows us how much magic he has left with the Wizards.
Here's Nergion after Whitney. He hit a couple.
Spinning away from the double team, rising up, and draining the fadeaway.
Michael makes it work.
Vintage Michael Jordan.
We're talking about Michael Jordan's comeback. You know, it entailed more than just putting on a pair of sneakers and donning a new uniform. He had to shed about 35 pounds and polish 3 years of rust. And surprisingly, the biggest adjustment is flexibility in his right index finger. Remember, he sliced it after that sixth championship on a cigar cutter while celebrating.
It was a respectable return after 3 years away, but the Wizards lacked strong second and third options.
So y'all can tell, man, Jordan had 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists on a 3-year hiatus.
Yeah.
And you heard DeRozan said, like, yeah, Jordan was not nearly as athletic, but the artistry, how he just was able to break down the defenders.
He simplified it.
Okay, so Mr. Thing, I got a question for you, and I got a question for the chat, right? When we talk about Jordan and we talk about Jordan sneakers, what really makes Jordan sneakers Jordan? What makes the Jordan sneakers so popular? You know, in your words, Mr. Think, and chat.
Oh man, not to be so cliche-ish, but I would actually say everything, right?
Okay.
So just kind of beyond like the styling of silhouettes, right? Beyond styling, but it's actually how he played the game. Like I vividly remember, like Jay, I vividly remember this, man. I was pretty young when I first grab a rim, right? The first time I touch a rim, and they weren't even mine. I had 7s on my feet, and they were my neighbor's shoes, and I put his shoes on. You know, we were over there like trying to grab the rim, and no one can grab it. Pause. But and then I put his 7s on, and I grabbed the rim. You know what I mean? So like, you remember when NBA Jam was out? It was like, is it the shoes?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I would literally say like everything kind of defines everything kind of defines, that branding for me. Because you can have a nice shoe, like flat out, and I'm not saying this to talk any smack, to be honest with you, but if Jordan would have returned and was playing like Kwame Brown, like it wouldn't have gone. It wouldn't. I don't know. It wouldn't have been as memorable as. And I'm not talking crap about Kwame Brown, by the way. I was just using it as a reference, right? But if he would have returned and played like him, I'm not saying his shoes would have diminished. I'm not saying that because that has already been established. But people would be able to legitimately say, like, yo, he's kind of trash now. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
DeMar DeRozan didn't say he was trash now. He said he's not as athletic, but even an 80% Jordan, another person said that. But, even the Jordan at 80% is pretty fly. You know what I mean?
Right. So Jason said skill when we talk about the Jordan shoe, like the meaning behind it. I-90 West, bro. Hey, I see you, fam. He said, his sneakers and body, his entire persona, greatness. Sam Ray said evolution and technology. Scotty said, yo, the quality, the meaning behind it, it has a story and gives the shoe itself its identity to the Jordan name.
I agree with that, Scotty.
Facts. And Jason said, who didn't want to be like Mike, man? You know what I'm saying? King Mozzie in the building. What's going on, fam?
Yo. King Midas. What up, King? What's good?
So I'm going to tell you what I think why the Jordan sneakers are still here, why they're still around. When you think of Jordan to me, he didn't care if it was a regular game. He didn't care if it was preseason. He treated every game like it was his last. And this is why I feel like when we're talking about Jordan sneakers, why, for us, like who's watched Jordan play and coming up, whether you can, you got the shoes or not, it holds that sentimental value because we've never seen anybody like that who has passion like MJ. And that's my personal opinion, chat. Yes, LeBron is still playing at a high level. I get it. But LeBron does load management. LeBron does not take a preseason game and make it like it's his last. Jordan really embodied the basketball culture to himself. How do you come back on a 3-year hiatus and your first game is 41 points? So what? It's a preseason. Everybody's after a
good point.
Old fart like Michael Jordan, and he giving these guys that work. Wow. Sneaker Tyler Radio said, Jordan the GOAT. Scotty said, exactly. I personally believe that Jordan manifested himself into the brand on guard. You can feel it too.
I do want to
go ahead.
Just real quick, because this is the part that some people might kind of nod their head at or whatever the case is, right?
Okay.
And Jay, I would like to hear your take on this too. When I was on the job, I've hung out with quite a few basketball players and whatnot, and I was actually talking to Melo about this. So this was Carmelo Anthony's response to kind of how the game was played, even when he was in the league. Mm-hmm. And he was like, yo, D, we get paid too much money to go diving for an out of bounds ball and dislocate a shoulder or injure ourselves because so we're literally told not to do that. Because a lot of times people are like, man, you see these college players, they're so hungry, they're so thirsty, and then you get to the league and then they get lazy. But I thought it was kind of interesting to have somebody that was playing on the level of Melo to pretty much to admit that don't mean that they don't hustle. That don't mean that you know what I mean, that last shot's important. It doesn't mean that, but he was kind of giving a business side of it to be we get too much money to hurt ourselves. You know what I mean? So if you're down by 17 points and it's 50 seconds left on the clock, am I supposed to go diving into the stands on this out of ball, on this turnover or something? You know what I mean? Do that make sense though?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was like, that's a very fair take, because as a fan, we just want to see people just give it all. It don't matter if you're down by 50 points, man, make it 48, lose by 48 instead of 50. But after I've had someone really tell me that you're playing at a high level, I was like, I get it. I was like, I do get it. I actually do get it.
I'm gonna tell you something, bro. I know this is about MJ, but I want to bring up Dennis Rodman. I want to bring up someone who dove for balls. Pause. Right? You're talking about someone who didn't make the most money. He made a lot of money, but he was not the highest paid, not even close to the highest paid player. And he was, to me, Dennis Rodman was the hardest, probably most conditioned player in the NBA. Wasn't nearly as skilled as MJ, but you talking about someone who literally was so much in shape. I just don't think anybody's more in shape than the Dennis Rodman. And so when we talk about people like MJ, someone who put everything on the line, this is the factor when I'm talking about appreciation. If you guys didn't notice, Jordan was not the highest paid player until the end of his career. And Jordan said he didn't care. There were bench players making more than MJ. He said he just loved the game. If you guys recall that. And so this is why I say what I say, man. Like Jordan is the GOAT. King said LeBron fans be like, LeBron the GOAT, but got 0 LeBron shoes in the closet. MJ got them rocking his kicks while debating against him. King, brother, preach.
That needs to be pinned. I ain't gonna lie.
Facts, bro.
That needs to be pinned.
Hey, Scotty,
Scotty, thanks for tapping in.
Yeah, hey, Scotty, hey, I'm gonna have to replace your screen, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah. For real. Appreciate you, Scotty.
For real. Mad love. Jason said Rodman was physical 24/7. Facts.
He was physical on and off the court.
You ain't lying. We got to talk about that. That's a whole nother topic, man.
I know.
Well, we'll get on Dennis Rodman. He was talking about when he. Well, okay.
No. We'll set that for another time.
We're gonna say it for a whole nother, bro. Let's get back to it.
Oh snap! I love it. Let's go. Shout out to everybody.
And so defending them was simple.
We have to find a way. I'm pretty sure teams are going to look at that and say, well, that's a good way to beat us, is to try to double and triple team MJ and make sure other guys step to the forefront. And hopefully we can learn from this.
But still, with each game, MJ improved.
Rebound, Glover, torn away by Jones. Saved by
His basketball legs were returning, and he was consistently beating double teams.
Doubled again, puts it down.
He was a master of drawing doubles in, then spinning away. With no one else to fear, MJ was the entire focus of opposing teams.
That even puts in perspective how great he has been. He faces every team's best.
Flashes of the aerial assault that had immortalized MJ.
Oh, did you see Jordan? Spectacular play.
He still had the hops, but the explosiveness and speed had diminished just enough to bring him into the stratosphere.
Teron Lee and Tyrone Nesby, guys that most of the people don't know. We ourselves had to explore a bit as Jordan walks off and a standing ovation. What a difference the day made.
Outside of MJ, the Wizards were bad. They went 2-9 in the start of the season, with MJ being their best player by most every metric.
Is he going to start getting frustrated, say 40 games into the season, and the Wizards are maybe 15 and 25?
I don't think he's going to get frustrated with them losing necessarily. I do think he'll get frustrated with mental errors. I think he'll get frustrated with people making mistakes that they shouldn't make because he'll feel like they should know better. It's like being on the court with somebody, and if somebody's sitting there and they playing like garbage, what do you do about that? Michael Jordan's going to have a problem with that. He's definitely going to get on guys. He's going to check them when he needs to check them. But ultimately, he's very realistic, and he recognizes that, you know what? We're not that good. They're depending on me. I'm 38 years old, and I'm the #1 offensive option. That should tell you something right there.
I've seen the Wizards do that several times tonight.
Look at this fadeaway.
Fadeaway. What a shot. And he liked it, too. Big smile from MJ.
The game is tied. Jordan gets the ball on the baseline.
Well, here we go. Can Jordan do it again? Hamilton off the screen. Michael. Jordan with 4 seconds. Fakes.
Michael Jordan. The win righted the ship, and the Wizards were eyeing 500. They would run into Allen Iverson and the defending Eastern Conference champion 76ers.
Michael Jordan is struggling with tendonitis in his right knee, an inflammation of the tissue that holds muscle to the bone. It bothered him all summer and was aggravated when he hyperextended his knee in a preseason game against Boston. Playing 38 minutes a game, it is getting worse.
Michael would play through the pain of his aging body, readjusting to nightly NBA games.
Two Georgetown centers tip it off. The Wizards come away with it.
In a must-win matchup, MJ went to work.
Jordan shoots off the run, and it's a beauty. Jordan from the top of the key. He's 2 for 2.
Jordan's stats in Washington were legit. Legitimate all-star, all-NBA type numbers.
Gets a little screen. Lays it up and in. Jordan with a big move to the basket and gets his 10th point of the night. Stripped away by Jordan. And he's so crafty at getting you after you've passed it. Looking for Jordan, guarded by Hartford.
MJ scored 30, and the Wizards were back.
No, he did.
And scores. What a play by Jordan. He shook Harpering off him and swished it through. 29 for MJ. The Washington Wizards have come to Philadelphia and shocked this crowd. A huge win for this basketball team. 94-87.
We had the great game against Boston, and then they'll come back against the best team, or at least last year's Eastern Conference champion. And after the start that they had, too, which makes it even more impressive, and come out with a victory.
I mentioned your tendonitis. I know you don't make it excuses, but you've been icing it all day, stem treatment, anti-inflammatories. Is it going to get better?
I hope so. I mean, that's what tendonitis is all about. I mean, you know, I probably got to stay off of it for some time, but, you know, knowing me, I probably won't stay off of it, and I'm just going to come out and keep, you know, if it feels good, I'm going to play.
The huge...
Did y'all just hear what my man said? I got tendonitis. I'm still going to pay. I'm still going to play. Listen, you're LeBron James. You're a so-called self-proclaimed king, right? We're talking about the Zions, even though I love Zion, bro. Like, we're talking about all these other players who, I need load management. Kawhi Leonard, right? The Kawhi Leonards of the NBA. Oh, well, my pinky hurts a little bit. I have an ingrown toenail. I can't play today. And your boy MJ feet bleeding, knees done, and he giving these boys 30 points against a killer by the name of Allen Iverson, who crossed him over, by the way, if y'all forgot.
No. Yeah, it happened.
Yeah, I mean, I still feel the effects of it.
Yeah. Hey, AI is that guy.
So, Mr. Think, do you agree with load management? And chat, do y'all agree with that? Because, bro, like, come on, man. Like, talk to me, Mr. Think. Talk to me.
Yeah, there's definitely some different metrics, that the game is based off of, in today's culture. There's no doubt about it. Once again, I know we're focused on MJ, but there's a reason why Kobe has emulated his entire game behind him. You know what I mean? And that's a great leader to follow, right? So So yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, there was a special drive, there's a special hustle, a passion, a love, all of that stuff that he just had flat out. He had for the game, and you can see it in kind of like in his nature, right? Just the way that he talked, just by the way he played, just by the way he was, just like Kobe having an issue and. We call them the flu games, but whatever the situation was, he wasn't feeling good, and he had every opportunity to be like, yeah, I'm gonna sit this one out. I'm good. I'm not feeling good. And what did he do? He went out there and played. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's no doubt about it. He definitely put all in to your point. Everything that he did, man. On that court, he went all in on it. He did. I give him that.
Facts. Hey, chat, I want to tell you guys this, man. We appreciate everybody out there, whether you are subscribed to Mr. Think, whether you subscribe to myself or you not, but you guys are rocking here with us, man. Like, we appreciate everybody, for real. Love y'all, man. See, look at Jason. Mill was around the standard of every player in the NBA. See? Let's get to it.
Win propelled the Wizards back into the limelight. If his body could stay healthy, the Wizards could go toe-to-toe with anyone on any given night.
The coaching staff and all, we saw him in the weight room. He's in there lifting weights, and there was an energy and excitement about him that I knew that he was happy the way his training was going and the way he was playing.
Wizards, Mike, because he was incredible. If you really watch him, he was incredible, man. Yeah. On a bad knee.
Right. It's 40 years old.
Home or away, MJ packed the house.
He'll turn 39 years old on February 17th, but Michael Jordan can still score, and Michael Jordan can still pack him in. The Washington Wizards lead the NBA in home and road attendance, and it's packed in here today for the first regular season meeting between Air Carter and Air Jordan.
Young stars like Vince Carter were anxious to test themselves against the GOAT.
One guy who held the top pedestal in the NBA, and Carter, the heir apparent to Michael Jordan in that role. So right there, proving his way inside for two.
They depend on each other a lot more than they totally depend on.
MJ had the Wizards within striking distance in the second half. Despite trailing the entire game.
That's the old Michael Jordan we've come to love. Down by 4. Here come the Wizards. Hamilton streaking. Jordan.
Here, he shoots over 3 defenders.
Michael Jordan is hit 2 in a row.
It ain't over till it's over. The man knows how to play, and he wants to win.
3.5 to play in the third.
In the clutch, Jordan was still a killer.
Michael Jordan versus Vince Carter. Almost even Steven on the stat sheet, but the bigger number is in the win column, and it goes to Jordan's Wizards.
The huge win put the Wizards over 500 after a 2-win, 9-loss start.
And Washington will make it 6 in a row for the first time since 1997.
I got your book.
All right, King.
I know everything about you,
Ooh.
The Wizards were the most watched, followed, and discussed story of the season. All because of MJ.
I think it's
all
great.
Right, fellas.
I think that we set the stage for him, and then he gets on it and performs in a way that few others have or maybe ever will.
Tracy, we just saw where you said you circled this day on your calendar. You were 18 years old when you last faced Michael Jordan. You said you were intimidated. and a little scared. Any of those feelings today?
Oh, not at all. You know, I've matured over the years, so I'm gonna treat it like another game. I'm ready to play.
Michael Jordan up front. And Jordan is being guarded by Tracy McGrady.
Well, this is a guy who has constantly exceeded all of our expectations.
Wednesday night, the Wizards very impressive in winning the Horace.
Was people still fearing MJ, or they were still fearing MJ at that point?
Yes. Here's Jordan getting the step. And McGrady very close when you check out the stats for the year, both among the leading scorers.
It wasn't just scoring.
Yes, John.
Jordan was showing up all over the stat sheet. Grabbing tough rebounds.
Jordan got poked in the eye.
McGrady trying to reach in and make a play, got Jordan in the eye. The terrific rebound by Jordan.
He was far too competitive to load manage and preserve himself for later, perhaps to his own detriment. At 39 years old, Jordan's all-in, all-go attitude was wreaking havoc on his body.
Wemby is doing this thing, John.
A lot of times people think great players are great because they just roll out of bed and they're great. And for him, it was like, nah, the work ethic was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
At 40 years old, 39 years old, he done proved everything. He's still in the gym before everybody.
Yeah.
Still a trash-talking icon. Old age hadn't softened Jordan.
But then there was also another side where it was the talking trash Michael Jordan. And at times, me and a couple of the young guys would come up to him and say, hey, Mike, why don't you think about putting us in the Brand Jordan collection?
Right.
And he'd look at me and say, hey, Rip, my sneakers for all-stars.
Isn't they giving everybody like free shoes at this point? Because Jordan's is the like.
That ain't really how MJ rolls.
That's funny.
You gotta earn that makes sense. Okay.
You gotta earn. You gotta earn them Jordans for sure.
All right, Lewis, the officials, Danny Crawford, James Capers, and Leon Wood.
The Wizards were on an 8-game win streak when they ran into the Pacers. Jordan cooked Jalen Rose all game long.
Almost in the same spot that he hit the game winner over Craig D'Lo in Game 5 of the Eastern Conference semis in '89. As well, Michael Jordan with 10 points, and the Wizards now lead.
Lots of guys were hyping themselves up to have a great night against Mike, only to realize MJ was still better than him.
Jordan putting the spin. Michael Jordan in the face of Jalen Rose, and Michael has come on in dynamic fashion here in the 5. Nesby.
Look at Hamilton above the rim.
And Michael Jordan is there for the putback.
MJ could still get under his opponent's skin with the best of them.
As Jordan and Rose in a heated conversation going face to face. And then Tyrone Nesby steps between. Doug Collins comes over to settle down Michael Jordan. Why do you get involved in garbage like that? So the Wizards with a 109-89 victory over the Pacers. Washington ends up shooting 52%.
In the league that were coming into the league grew up watching MJ. And MJ will be like at the jump ball, and he could sense it.
Yeah,
I got him.
Gotcha.
Like he like our point guard was like Chris Whitney, baby. So see Whit. Let me get it early tonight. Young fellas and all.
Air Jordan was just getting started, and what he did next made history.
And Michael scores the first 3 times he has the ball. And Michael comes over and says, I want the ball right there the rest of the game, and don't take me out till I tell you.
Jones. Now Jordan's got it against P.J. Brown. And Jordan, for his first shot of the game.
Like you'll see certain guys, they look at it.
I got this.
Jordan for his second straight shot, and his second straight, and it's nothing but the bottom of the net.
Scoring at will. It felt like MJ was all the way back.
Jordan, how about this?
Jordan has 10 points in less than 5 minutes on 5 of 6 shooting, and a timeout on the floor with 7:17 to go.
I'll post you up.
15 points for his airness on 7 of 9 shooting.
Davis go to the hot hand. Oh my goodness! Jordan 19 in the opening.
Well, Michael
Jordan is 4 points away from the franchise record for first quarter points for this Washington club.
MJ dropped 24 points in the first, a new franchise record. The spectators were witnessing one for the ages.
Here he is again. Off the glass. Scored! Tremendous off-balance shot by the Wizard. Jordan to tie the franchise record at 23, set by Bernard King in 1990. And Michael to set a new Washington franchise record for most points in the first quarter of play. And he does it, 24 for Jordan in the game. A spectacular period for the greatest player of all time.
I want to address something, Mr. Think in chat.
What up, man?
So if you guys didn't know the story about PJ Brown, he was at one time, he was at Jordan's basketball camp, and he kept telling everybody and Jordan, I'll smoke you, I'll beat you. And Jordan told him, listen, man, you might be the best high school basketball player in the country, but I'm the greatest player in the world. So Jordan woke him up at night, took PJ Brown outside because he just kept talking stuff in front of everybody and Jordan. And Jordan worked his ass.
Of course.
He worked him. And then PJ Brown, they just showed y'all right now, like, hey, who was that? That was Brown right there. Rookie coming out talking stuff. Jordan knew exactly his moves, what he was going to do, and Jordan just abused that guy. Jordan abused him. Used and abused that guy. If you guys didn't know that. And he was at Jordan camp talking stuff, got his ass busted at Jordan camp, and then got his ass busted in the league off a broken old man by the name of MJ. Jason said, how do y'all think the Bulls organization felt when he came back and performed like this after they destroyed the dynasty and to this day have not won another chip?
98 was the last year, right?
Yep. Mr. Think, go ahead and take that joint.
That is a powerful question, man, because the Bulls have most certainly had a lot of talent. You know what I mean? Like, I definitely thought personally that Derrick Rose had the potential, you know what I mean, to get the Bulls there. But you're right. Ever since 98, that's crazy. That is crazy.
You know what, Jason and chat, I'm gonna give you my little tidbit. I think, okay, if you guys didn't know this as well, Chicago was like one of the worst teams to ever play for because the Chicago organization don't pay players nearly as much as other organization play players, even if their team sucks. That is a tradition when it comes to Chicago, all sports. We're talking about baseball, right? White Sox, Cubs. We're talking about the Bulls. We're talking about those trash ass Bears. We even gonna talk about the Blackhawks. I'm just gonna keep it a beam with you.
Right.
So part of it was probably money, but I think honestly, in my opinion, and I could be wrong, I think it was the NBA is the reason why the Chicago Bulls truly broke up that dynasty team. I just feel like they felt like there was no other competition, and they had to break it up to change the NBA's narrative to another NBA team. It doesn't make sense. It didn't make sense. What you think about that, chat, Mr. Think?
It's powerful. That's powerful. I also wanted to state, you know, like it was cool watching, you know, like Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady, T-Mac, right? Like AI, you know, but it's cool looking at these young fellas, you know what I mean? Like these young fellas, you know, having respect for MJ, for lack of better words, you know what I mean? Like even when MJ came back as a Wizard, he wasn't washed up. Clearly, do you see what I'm saying? Like, was he the same? No, but was he completely washed and was like, look, he's trash? Well, we know that wasn't the case as well. So it's actually cool to see these, you know, young bucks in the game that's in the league that's respectfully so. They're beasts, and even they're struggling. They wasn't clamping them down. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Facts, bro. King said Jordan out here like, this is baby food. Somebody hand me a cigar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's putting in some work. I ain't gonna lie, he was putting in work.
He was, bro. Hey, Ghost Watchers, listen, man. Listen. If you're looking for dope sneaker content, you looking for God Dog, we talk about sports. We talk about so much more than just sneakers, but we are sneaker enthusiasts, to include everybody in the chat, man. Sub up to my brother, Mr. Think. Sub up to your boy, J Elevate, so you guys will not miss out on the most up-to-date and latest and greatest information. I'm telling you right now. Don't sleep, bro. It's up to you, though, man. It's love. And listen, this is free entertainment, man. Free.
Hard facts. And I'm back, y'all. I am back. I've been gone for a little minute. I'm back.
Jason, listen, bro. If you think about it, bro, Kobe was supposed to go to Chicago. I believe that trade was not happening because they knew the league was going to had no chance if Kobe would have went to Chicago. If Jordan would have went to LA, it would have been a wrap. Jordan, Kobe, and you're talking about a Shaquille O'Neal, and probably the greatest closer, three-point shooter of all time, closer-wise. Man, bro, come on now. Y'all know who I'm talking about, bro, who's probably the greatest three-point closer of all time. And he only had to play 30 seconds in the game. And I'm talking about Robert Horry, y'all.
Horry, of course.
You know,
of course.
I know y'all love Curry, but I don't think Curry could do it the way Horry could do
Horry,
it.
No. I knew you was going Horry. Yep. Hey, King, I actually do remember that. Do you remember that, Jay? The cat that
y'all
took the
remember
half-court shot.
that
they
Bulls
didn't want to pay him out.
Who made the half-court shot and made it 2 years to get paid only their money because MJ had to step in like, I got you, fam. Legends help legends. Apparently. Facts, bro. King, I remember that. Facts.
Yeah, I remember that joint. Yep.
Facts.
100%. Jason C, you're absolutely right.
See, look, Jason, look. Man.
Oh, my bad. Let me put it back on. Hey.
Okay, let me know when you're ready.
There we go. Good.
All right.
Michael Jordan, who gets a hand.
Yeah, he's still out there talking shit. Oh, you know what I'm saying? But he's dropping dimes, and you know what I'm saying? It was like, damn. But the only thing he was missing was, the high. That's it.
Rashid.
Feeds Jordan. And his first touch answers your question.
Jordan, 12 of 17, 28 first half points.
After sitting most of the second, Jordan picked up right where he left off.
On the back down and the scoop.
Jordan, is he unbelievable? The greatest player of all time.
Look at him rocking those 17s, y'all.
34 points in the half.
17s in his feet.
Fans at MCI Center going crazy. Halftime, and the Wizards lead it by 5 on the strength of Michael Jordan's 34 points, a new team record for a half.
He could tell, like, certain dudes want smoke.
Yeah.
And then there's certain dudes that's looking around like, oh my God, it's MJ. And MJ's cold-blooded. If you're looking at him like that, he can sense it, and he's going to try to take your heart out.
Even missed shots were bouncing his way.
Jordan for 3. Follows his own miss.
Jordan showed no signs of slowing in the third.
In his 2 seasons in Washington, Jordan had 8 games in which he scored 40 or more points while shooting at least 50% from the field.
He'll go to the line.
Yes, Kobe was flex, man. He was, Jason.
40 points for Michael Jordan. Jordan comes out of the game to a standing ovation at the MCI Center.
Ogden tries to prevent the triple drive, cannot. And Michael has 49.
For the 38th time in his career, MJ would go over 50 points.
Short. Fade away. Unbelievable. 51 points for the Greats.
Fans here going berserk for Michael Jordan. And Michael Jordan has just established a new MCI Center record with 51 points.
The arena shook as fans rejoiced in the marvel of Michael Jordan.
Boy, you got you standing up, huh?
Man, I can't believe I'm getting paid for this.
It was a little moment of basketball history for everyone in attendance. The special kind of night MJ had built a legend on.
It feels good to see him again because I thought he was retired for good. But since he's come back, I enjoy coming out to see him.
MJ was back to all-star form, and the fans were showing up to get a glimpse of the icon, his airness, Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan, the fourth player in NBA history to get 30,000 points.
Awesome. I've never seen him before, but I'm excited.
The allure of Jordan
Mercer on the run
became a palpable electricity. Each night out, potential for history in the making.
What a play! What a defensive play! A two-hand block, steal, game, set, magic.
Michael Jordan had ripped the heart out of Cleveland many times during his career, with the shot being possibly the most recognizable game winner in history.
The Bulls have 3 seconds to try a shot. Zellers has Jordan. Jordan. It's good at the buzzer. Michael Jordan has put it for Chicago.
But that was when MJ was young. No way he'd do it to them again.
That's what he was doing.
Right?
In the first round of the '89 playoffs, he scored his career high against this team. 69 points back in '90, and he's got 14 games of 40 or more points against Cleveland. That's the most 40-point games against any of Michael's opponents. Near the Wizards bench, here's Jordan. Michael fade away. Got it! And the Wizards have regained the lead by 1, and John Lucas wants time. How do you like that? Miller, alley-oop from him, he missed it. Gets the rebound and scores. But that was good.
Jordan's heroics seemed nullified after the Cavs took the lead with 1.6 seconds remaining.
Well, here we go, and 1 6/10 seconds left. Wizards need the bucket for the win. Jordan, the jumper.
The Wizards would need a miracle shot to pull off the win.
Jordan does it to Cleveland again.
Will you believe that?
Jordan is the Cavalier killer.
In no time.
What a shot by the greatest player of all time.
Send you to Gundarena.
Two things you can do, either make it or miss it, you know. So I mean, I wasn't worried about it, just making sure that I can get a good look at it. Once I got a good look, it's all mechanics from that point on.
Jordan was on an absolute tear at this point, routinely dropping 40 points. And the Wizards appeared to be a playoff team. MJ for MVP talk was real.
He is now back, out and in top 10, Michael Jordan.
Each month, he was becoming more and more dominant.
Wow.
Given how he had the Wizards surging and his own game growing, it was easy to get excited for this team. Making things even more impressive, MJ would play without his second option, Rip Hamilton for 5 weeks.
Richard Hamilton has been playing very well out with that pulled groin. The injury was suffered last night late in the first quarter.
Michael Jordan is fresh. He is ready. I expect vintage Michael Jordan.
Michael takes it to the middle. Double clutch off the... Michael Jordan original!
The Nets were the next victim up on MJ's ascension tour.
Jordan's averaging almost 33 points in games following his 54-point performance.
Y'all see the net there right there got on the
in fact, he mentioned that next time he's going to go for my number of 53.
A taste of his own medicine.
One shot blocker to another.
Jordan pulls up.
Refining his game each and every week.
Nothing but net. 11 points for MJ. MJ leads it. What a shot. Finger roll off the glass. Davis now back to Jordan with the rookie on it. Michael's fadeaway.
17.
Great shot. The school of the rookie there. He really did.
For the month of January, Jordan averaged more points than that season's MVP, Tim Duncan.
And it goes. He's foul on the play.
Jordan was arguably the best player in the league once again.
Oh, tremendous shot. Michael Jordan has hit 18 consecutive points.
The East seemed open for the taking, with MJ rounding into playoff form.
Jordan fadeaway. Unbelievable. 33 in the game, 20 straight points for Jordan by MJ. Straight. It's mind-boggling. And this crowd comes to life. Big smiles from the head coach, Doug Collins, who admittedly says he's having more fun now than he has in his previous 6 years of.
So King said Robert Horry won 7 NBA championships with 3 different teams. This is facts. 2 with the Houston Rockets, 94-95. 3 with the Lakers, 2000, 1 and 2. And 2 with the San Antonio Spurs, 5 and 7.
He got 8 rings, don't he, Horry?
No, it was 7.
Oh, okay. I
It's
don't know
7.
why I thought it was 8.
No, it's definitely 7.
Okay.
Daniel, what up, fam? Appreciate you, Brody. Listen, y'all. When we talk about like sneakers, right? And we talk about sneakers growing up in this era, and I'm quite sure like probably most of y'all grew up in this era as well. Some of y'all have not, but growing up in this era that we grew up in, to me, and I can't speak for Mr. Think, but I'm speaking for myself. This is why the Jordan brand like means so much, because we've never seen anything like this before. The shoes told a story. The quality was dope. And back then, comfortability. You can definitely differentiate like a Jordan shoe from any other shoe. You can definitely differentiate the comfortability of that kick. You just, it was no debate back then. It just wasn't. Right. Besides, I would say the Shaquille O'Neals and maybe the Pennies. Right. But outside of that, bro, nah. I mean, you can say the glove as well, but nah, bro. Mr. Think?
Daniel in the build. What up? No, that's a solid fact, Jay. I'm gonna piggyback off of that, but I mean that is a solid fact. Like, and that was one of the reasons why when you asked this question, even in the beginning, well, I said like literally like everything. Like, there's a whole lot of factors that that kind of come into play. Even watching this again, you know what I mean? Like even we watching this, it's crazy to see how impressive this is, even at that age. You know, even at that age. And even still, like I don't know LeBron got to be averaging like 20 something points, right? 25,
Oh
28
yeah.
points a game or something like that. So I'm pretty sure. So I mean, even for LeBron being 40 years old, that is still pretty impressive. You know, what I mean, to see a 40-year-old average even 25, 27 points, whatever LeBron averages, I really don't know. You know what I mean? But to see this, coming from MJ, this is very impressive. The
Yep.
level of play, at that age is very impressive.
But also, to your point, you're right. What LeBron is doing is phenomenal, bro. Like I'm not gonna take nothing away from LeBron. I'm not. It's just the way the game is now. People don't really play defense, so
it's easier. I would agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? And Jason said, not right now. He is injured, and Jason, that's correct. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be back, right? We know LeBron gonna be back, but it's just like this league is more skilled, but at the same time, they don't play defense. And when they do, this is why the New York Knicks lost to the Pacers, because the Pacers were playing real defense, and then the refs were allowing them to play real basketball.
I was going to mention that. I'm actually glad somebody mentioned that, as well, because the playing at this caliber during that time was still it was a different league. It definitely was a different league.
Yep.
So he's putting his body through, to your point, Jay, kind of like through more stress than if it was like in today's league.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Oh,
you
yeah.
saw him get poked in the eye and all types of stuff. Like, they were still really, really playing ball back then.
Yep. It was definitely still, even though it was lighter, but it was still like solid basketball. Like, you could appreciate
like the contact was still there. Yeah.
Yep. Lucy Miles said shoes were way more comfortable and durable back then. I agree with you.
Yeah, I used to hoop. I used to hoop in Jordans all day long.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can have a pair of shoes back then. They would curl up before they fell apart. Jason said, if I wasn't a Mike Sneakers, right? If it wasn't for Mike Sneakers, would it be the same? You know what? I don't think so, Jason. I do think we would have gravitated towards somebody else, but at the same time, I think those fads would have came and went really quickly, where Jordan, he always was there. His shoes were always there. His article of clothing used to be there, but Mike's name is still going on, even with him being retired for many years. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't, like you said, if it wasn't for Mike, right, sneakers, would it be the same? I don't think so. I just don't think it would be the same, bro. Mr. Think?
Yeah, that's always a tough one, because I do look at it as, I mean, would it be the same? The only thing we have to compare to is what we have right now, right? It's because we don't know what we don't know. So I would just wonder, like, if there was another name that we would have been fed to say, like, this person is the GOAT, it would be the biggest sneaker that's out right now. You know what it would be. I mean, that's the unknown, right? But it'd be difficult to say. I don't know. I mean, naturally, I want to say no, right? I want to say that naturally, but if we were fed another sneaker the way we are fed Jordans, like, that would be the current thing right now, and then we'd be talking about that shoe as highly as we're talking about the Jordans right now, saying that nothing would have beat these. I mean, I guess, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know what we don't know. But I'm gonna say no. The answer is I'm gonna say no. You know what I mean? But that's the unknown. And then what's even crazier behind that is like even in today's league, like even with today's players, right? Who can we actually foresee to be like, I can see somebody taking down the Jordan brand? Like, think about that. Think about how that sounds at the moment.
I can guarantee you it's not LeBron because LeBron's
No, it's definitely not
shoes.
LeBron. No, it's definitely not LeBron.
It's not LeBron.
Yeah, no, for sure. You know what I mean? But like even right now, like as great as Wemby's been playing right now, and you know, like you said, God bless him, man. No injuries and you know, healthy career and all that stuff. But like, who's in the league right now that you can be like, oh, I can see Ja Morant taking down Jordan Brand. I can see Jason Tatum taking down Jordan Brand. And it's like I can see Zion taking down Jordan.
Nope.
I can see LeBron taking down Jordan Brand. Name the players.
Nope.
And our heads gonna be like this.
Jason said Kobe is the only person that could have. And you know what? I think, Jason, I agree with you, bro. I think Kobe would be the closest who would have a chance of dethroning Mike. And maybe so. The only difference is just that Kobe's used to sit back in the day. That's the one thing.
Correct.
That's
Correct.
the one thing that hurt the Kobe brand, right?
Yeah. People still like them, right? The Kobe fans definitely rocked them and liked them, but after Kobe passed, that's when the sneaker significantly took off. Significantly.
Yep. Went up.
But yeah, Jason, that is a good call out right there because you know, like I said, so to answer that, that's why I said the answer is no, because I really can't even foresee even right now. You know what I mean? Like I'll give an example. If Steph Curry was to retire today, that doesn't make, you know, the Under Armour kicks or whatever, you know, like the new brand, you know what I'm saying? Because Steph retired. Like I can't see anyone right now dethroning the Jordan brand. I don't see it.
I'll be honest with you, man. Like, does Curry shoes still even dry? Listen, I don't pay attention to Curry, but I ain't seen nothing or heard nothing from him in Under Armour in a long time. I think Skechers is more prominent than God doggone Curry kicks.
You see, Jason? You see now, player-wise, yes. Because we tend to throw this question in the air, like kind of like who's the next face of the NBA, you know what I mean? But yeah, you know, only time will tell. Only time will tell because right now, like the older MJ fans, you know, such as us, like we're still rocking the shoes even if we're not even performing on the court. You know what I mean? We're still rocking these Jordans casually. You know what I mean? Like I've been hearing a lot about Anthony Edwards kicks, but I definitely don't see him casually off the court. Do you, Jay?
No, I don't.
You
I
see what I'm
don't see
saying?
anybody rocking them casually. I don't.
Like watch this. People still have weddings to this day, and they'll still throw some 11s on foot. They'll still throw some 3s on foot at a wedding. You know what I mean? Like I don't see anybody rocking no doggone AE1s, 2s, or whatever at a wedding. And I know it's still early. I ain't trying to play them. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. You know what I mean? This is crazy. This is crazy.
Yeah, and I think too is because Anthony Edwards sneakers. Listen, I don't like. I'm not an Anthony Edwards fan. I don't like his kicks, but what I'm saying is that his kicks don't tell a story. I think Kobe to me is way far beyond Anthony Edwards, because Kobe kicks tell a story. Anthony Edwards kicks don't tell a story. There's like, it's just a shoe put together and it's like, here, put them on.
Right. Jason said, I am paralyzed and I still rock my J's.
100%.
100%.
See?
100%. Michael said, Adidas are wiggity whack.
Dang. Because I'm the miggity Mac Daddy.
Mac Daddy. Oh, man. That's what's up. Shout out to everybody who's tapped in. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate
Hey, Lil Mal said, Jordan built a fan base that knew we were watching a legend. And to own a pair of J's for me signified I was in that moment. And I needed air power.
man.
I'm messing with y'all every pair, right? I'm just messing with y'all. Like,
right. Yeah, man. It was, man. It was. I ain't gonna lie. It did hit different back in the day. I'm not gonna lie. Like it actually hit different. You know, like even me being a New Yorker, like I was never. When I tell you never, I was never a Knick fan, bro. I was never a Knick fan. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Listen, ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. Like, man, nothing wrong with that. And I think too, a lot of people forget the fact about it's where your mind at. It ain't where you at, right? It's not where you from. It's where you at. I truly believe that, chat. I really do. Let's get back to it, Mike.
Yeah, let's get it.
Coaching a standing ovation as the Wizards with a big win tonight.
Also be interesting to watch that will to win on January 19th, Dan. First game in Chicago.
Big date at the United Center.
He received an emotional ovation from the Bulls' home crowd. The game was a dud, but MJ's return home to Chicago produced an awesome environment.
He also dropped 40 or more 3 times, more than Dirk Nowitzki and Ray Allen that year. Jordan was outperforming Hall of Famers and perennial All-Stars who were in their prime.
Now, the Wizards have gone from being a curiosity because of that man, Michael Jordan, to a legitimate playoff contender.
Jordan was getting more and more spring in his jump, bringing back the air in Air Jordan.
Now Jordan with the reverse. Oh, beautiful move around Sprewell.
That was vintage Michael there.
He also had 9 games in which he scored 30 or more points.
Jordan. Michael showing some hops.
Yeah, catapulting to the hoop that time.
Jordan.
Making big plays on both ends.
Steal by Michael.
All right, here comes Jordan.
Jordan rewound the clock.
The year before he joined the Wizards, they won 19 games.
Jordan tried to draw the foul, and he did. It's a charge on Sprewell.
That was 3rd worst in the NBA.
He was able to knock it away from Houston. Here's Jordan around Sprewell. Jordan was able to accelerate Bayern to bring the Wizards within 1. Doug Collins has to be thinking we can steal this game after trailing by as many as 17 points. Sprewell continues to have his problems.
Against the Knicks, the game would come down to the wire. MJ would get the ball with a chance to win.
They're holding for a finale here. Game tied 83. Now Jordan, played by Sprewell, has the 5. Here's Michael firing.
With 4.6 seconds left, MJ went for the kill. Vintage Mike.
With 3 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter. Timeout called by the Knicks. And does that feel good to Michael
Jordan was an all-star, and the Wizards entered the break in the 6th seed. After a dreadful start, MJ had led his team on a 23-11 tear, during which time MJ averaged over 25 points a game.
It was great playing with Mike because I got to see why he was Mike. Like, that's 2 years. I mean, you can't pay for that.
Yeah.
Like, you get to see the best of all time, and you get to see what makes him that.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan with a steal.
And then the knee injury occurred.
No good. Lou to run. MJ, nice move. Off the glass. What a shot. And he's down and he's hurt. He hurt his knee.
He's trying to get up to run it off.
Everything was trending up. Jordan was playing like an MVP. The Wizards were the 6th seed, and they still seemed to be improving. To me, this is one of the true great what-ifs in sports. What may have been if this injury never happened.
Michael Jordan's goal in coming back to the NBA was to make the Washington Wizards relevant, and he has succeeded. As our David Aldridge first reported on Wednesday, Michael Jordan's year is over.
The knee injury was the end of the season for MJ. The Wizards fell off a cliff without him and lost 9 of their next 10 games.
So Jordan's last contribution to the first season of his 3rd tour of duty is in the books. 2 points.
He just recognized the fact that the only way that knee is going to get better is to rest. And what he said to me was he's going to shut it down.
So what now?
Jordan returned for his final season after a summer of surgery and rehab.
Haywood tips it up, and the Wizards control the tap.
In stretches, he was still able to dominate.
Michael Jordan for 3, his second three-pointer of the night.
Ooh.
No foul. No foul call. Jordan fade away. Got another one. 37 for his airness. Michael Jordan has a season high 37 points. Nice pass from Oakley. Scores. Miller around Hughes for the tie. He missed it. The Wizards win it. The Wizards win. How do you like that?
Against the Pacers, one of the best teams in the league, MJ dropped 41 points.
Are you 100% happy that you're back?
Yeah, I'm happy I made this decision. I don't regret it.
His final season was filled with ups and downs, but he still put up all-star numbers.
A bunch. I mean, obviously he wasn't as athletic, all those things, but to your point, had to play a different game.
Just if you just go back and watch Mike with the Wizards, he was cold. Let me make the game simple and kill these spots and angles.
Michael does not miss.
And using my body on a fadeaway, either shoulder. So that's one thing that I took from Mike, Wizards Mike, because he was incredible. If you really watch him, he was incredible.
So that's it, Mr. Think. That's it.
All right.
So to answer everybody's question, right? Because a lot of people said Mike was trash with the Wizards. Did this documentary change your mind?
Man, that's even crazy to think, though.
Right.
That's even crazy to think, Jay. To even think that MJ was ever trash on the court. That's even crazy to think.
But let's be honest. People said Mike was trash because the Wizards didn't do nothing. But you got to remember, like, Richard Hamilton was he was a good player. He was.
Right.
Kwame Brown was a disappointment.
Yeah, he didn't do anything, unfortunately. He was the next big thing that didn't happen.
You know what I mean?
Like, at least, watch this, fam. At least when LeBron James came out of high school, he dominated. At least when Zion came out of high school, he dominated. Yeah, injuries, whatever. But when Kwame got out of high school, like, he never dominated.
Yeah. What happened?
He just never did. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What happened?
Yeah.
And you correct, Lusamal. You said, hey, he was only trash at baseball. Facts, bro.
Yeah. No, that's what I said on the court. I agree with that 100. I agree with that 100%. Yeah. For you to say he was trash on the court, that's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And don't get me wrong, chat. Michael Jordan had his ups and downs being a Wizard. Like some games he had 13 points, some games he wasn't the same. But y'all got to remember he was hurt and he still played.
And he still played. AOJ, think about the psychology behind this for like, and chat. This goes for y'all too. Imagine you being in the league and you're in your prime. Like right now, we're in the league and we're at our prime and we're struggling with this 40-year-old player. Think about how psychologically how that has to have like an impact on you. Because then you have to take it to the next step. And the next step was, if I'm struggling with this 40-year-old player, would I have had any chance while he was in his prime and while I'm in my prime right now? Would I have any chance if I'm struggling with a 40-40? I mean, you would have to think about that and start shaking your head like, I don't know, man. like you'd be sitting like,
Yeah, I mean, it's facts. It's true. It's true. You know what I'm saying? So like when we talk about shoes, right? Sneakers, right? Like this stuff is history, bro. You know what I'm saying, chat? Like I want to leave y'all with something, man. And like this is just my tidbit, man. I don't care how many kicks you have, bro. I don't care. I don't care how many kicks I have. It don't matter who has the most kicks. But when you go into your sneaker room, your sneaker haven, your vault, first have an opportunity to be able to just like have one of these amazing kicks in your life is amazing to me, because everybody isn't blessed to like have Jordans, right? But also the fact that you literally have a piece of history, whether it's an OG or not, it's still tied to that OG, that piece of history. Wow. That's crazy. That's just crazy to say, but it's true. Mr. Think?
You know, for you to put it that way, makes it like literally like a profound statement. You know what I mean? Even one that could be taken for granted.
Yeah.
That's dope. That is dope.
Like,
that is dope.
And this ain't no cap. This ain't bragging, man. It's just I'm just being honest. Like,
yeah. No. I mean, you're right. I mean, this ain't even pause, but this ain't even like D-riding Michael Jordan. I mean, this is like factual information. This is like literally factual. You're right.
Look at Jason. He said, "I can tell a memory with every pair I wear."
Yeah, that's the nostalgia that definitely comes along with it. There's no doubt about it.
Wow.
That's the nostalgia that definitely comes along with it.
For real. Like, chat, we just wanted to share this with y'all, man. And like, you know, again, y'all know we are all sneakerheads. But at least back then, some of us, not all of us, I would say a majority of us were basketball fans. This is why this how basketball and sneakers kind of tied in together, at least for me. Right now, I don't really think is like that necessarily so much. I don't think so, and I could be 1,000% wrong, because that's not my generation. Because a lot of these kids, like, I like the shoe, I don't care nothing about what this means. I don't just put them on because I like it. But for us, it was something different, man.
But fam, even back in the day when I was younger, I was rocking my J's on and off the court. The only thing that's changed now that I'm older is I ain't hooping like that now, so it's only off the court. But it's still getting rocked, like flat out. It is still getting rocked. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, bro, facts. Mr. Think, you have anything for the chat before we close out?
Yo, chat. Number one, let me tell you, thank you. I'm grateful. Many of y'all have been following me, you know, on this journey to getting fully monetized. I'm at 3,400 hours. I need another 600 hours. I'm going to be joining my guy Jay Elevate and Where Your Kicks to this monetization role. So just the mere fact that I've come back after, I don't know how long it's been since I've been live. I've been really busy working, but I'm back. So shout out to everybody who tapped in, everybody who liked, everyone who commented, everyone who participated and just kicked it with us, man, because that, like, flat out, this is just what you do, man. And I miss y'all. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, I miss y'all. So it's always loving this end, man. And I just, from the bottom of my heart, man, I just want to say thanks, man. This is fun. Like, I miss this. And I'm back.
Hey, Michael Johnson, he said back in the day, there was no story. There were more so stats. So, status. Michael, I disagree with you, bro.
Status. Nah, story.
Right.
Yes, the story was definitely there.
The story was there, bro.
Definitely there.
Yeah, I disagree with you, Michael. The story was there when Jordan, the new Jordans dropped. There was a story behind each shoe, bro.
The story was there. I'd say there's less story today, but the story was definitely there. However, Michael, I'm not going to omit what you said. You're right. There was a status to having those on your feet.
Oh, facts.
I mean, like, flat out. Once again, we talk about this kind of joking around, but I mean, wasn't nobody coming up to you, telling you to take your Shaqs off your feet. You know what I mean? You weren't getting held up over no damn Shaqs. So you're absolutely right. They're definitely is status, there as well. But I would personally say there's less story today than what it was back in the day, actually.
So I don't disagree with you, bro. I agree. Like the storylines that came out with the sneakers back then, there was a story behind each kick. But what you're saying, Michael, yes, like there were more so like of a status, and Jordan still, like, holds a status to a certain degree and now. But you're right. It was a status. Why? Because everybody couldn't afford those kicks. Parents couldn't afford $89.99 for some shoes on their feet.
And Jay, real talk, this is going to piggyback off of what you just said earlier. In 2025, there's people that can't afford a $250 shoe, bro.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean? Like, that's expensive, man. Like, goodness gracious. You just said $89. Well, let's look at a Jordan 1 for $180 or $185 right now. Like, that's a lot of money. You know what I mean?
It is.
That's a lot of money, man.
It is.
Yeah. You're right, man. We are blessed to be in the position, and that goes for all of us, not just you and I. I'm talking about for all of us. We are literally blessed, man, in order to be, in this position to, I don't know, man. What you said earlier was very profound. I'm not gonna lie to you. To have this piece of history.
Yeah.
And to be giving this man his flowers while he's still here.
Yeah, facts. And Jason said, I wore fire red 4s yesterday to church. My 69-year-old mother said she remembered those when she bought them for me.
You see what I'm saying?
See? Man.
You see what I'm saying?
Bro. Jason said, this has been a good night. Jason, we appreciate you, brother. He said, when you walked into school with a new, fresh pair back in the day, you broke necks. Facts, Jason.
Crazy. And once again, Jason, correct. This goes back to what Michael said. It was status. There's no doubt about it. There was status there.
It was status.
I do agree with that. I do agree with that.
Yep. Agreed.
Shout out to Jacob, man. Thanks for tapping in. Appreciate you, brother.
Hey, guys. I hope you had a great day. Jesus loves you. Jacob, we appreciate you, bro. And yes, I agree with you 1,000%. Jesus loves you. Facts, bro.
I agree. Jay, I'll let you close us out.
Chat. I mean, I can't express the gratitude enough for you guys just sitting here rocking, commenting, laughing, joking with Mr. Think and myself. I'm humbled. I really am. And, you know, honestly, the reason probably why y'all don't hear me so excited, not because it's late at night right now, because I'm just sitting here just thinking about like, damn, how blessed I am. I'm able to stand up with 10 toes on the ground. I'm here to laugh with y'all, rock with y'all, and just having another opportunity to hang out with y'all and my family. Damn. Like, share, subscribe for real sneaker content. Next time.
Mad love on his end, man. Love y'all, man. Straight up.